Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. It is Sunday. I say it every time. I say to myself, right, I'm gonna get up nice and early, and I get ready, and I get sorted, and I'll be there, ready to go for the first time ever, and I never is, and I don't understand why. So I was sat here at 8:20, and I'm getting ready, and I thought, no one's coming on the stream. Is it just me today? I thought that's odd, and then I realised I hadn't actually put any links up for the chaps to turn up, so that was a last minute rush. Sorry about that, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. I'd like to introduce my lovely assistant.
Oh wow, hello. Is that Saluki?
No, it's a Weimaraner. Long-haired Weimaraner.
Oh, hello, dog. Hello, dog. How is everyone this morning? How are you, Gary? Are you well?
I'm the very best, thank you, Malcolm.
Good. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I don't even.
You don't want to know.
No, I don't. Well, don't tell me. Tell everyone else.
Sausages, bacon, and an egg bob with a mug of coffee.
That's fine. I haven't had anything at all yet. How about you, James? Just coffee?
Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've not managed to get breakfast. I was busy making beautiful pictures, but yeah.
You sound like you've just woken up.
No, not really. I've been up for at least half hour.
Yeah, I've been up for at least 45 minutes. Steve, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. Yeah, no breakfast yet.
No.
Fried egg sandwiches when we finish, I think.
Has your puppy had breakfast?
Not yet, no.
He
seems to be settled here now. I
Yeah.
don't know how much modelling I'm going to get done, but
yes. I might have to just do, I don't know, cope. Thomas says you've got a big nose.
Yeah, and it gets all sorts of strange places too.
So today we're going to go through some of the photographs from the Modeller's Mess. We have a special post just up for everybody, and they've got pictures up for review and to look at and to show off. We'll do that. We're going to carry on with some modelling. I've got some bits and pieces here to kind of carry on with. We'll talk about those in a minute. And yeah, so Joe, should we have a look around everyone's workbenches? Who wants to go first? Last to say hello.
Can do.
Yeah, James goes up.
I volunteer. It wasn't Not that I'm ready at all.
If you're not ready, then.
I've got an app for it and everything.
Let's have a look. What are you up to?
Right. So basically, this morning is a bit of a fun part. Really, is that the Bowfish is done. I've got a couple of bits to glue on here and there, but basically it's done.
Mm-hmm.
That's out of focus now, isn't it? There's an app for this.
Somewhat, yeah. But I mean, you can still see it looks beautiful. Thomas says, "Good morning, Steve Jobs."
Morning, Thomas.
It's lovely. Yeah, I was looking at it on the show the other day. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's been a fun, quick little build. I got to be honest.
It's funny. Don't look quick.
So I've done that. I've also done last night on the crash. Yeah, a little bit of fun. Come on, over here. So the last bits to the Dauntless is done, which is a bit of wiring.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So they are now both complete. Although yesterday I during the show I put the wire on and then went, I'll paint them black. Knocked some of the stuff off, which was a bit annoying, and then found out a little bit later on that both my hands were covered in black paint.
Oh no.
Luckily, I don't think I've got anything over the model. So yeah, so both of those are done. I've got I've painted this with a steel colour this morning, but the second one needs to have the same treatment done.
What's the wire, James? What did you use?
I used. Oh, where did I put it? Yes, I did. I did use. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere safe, which is always a good place. There it is.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I used.
Oh right, Nicker elastic, lovely.
Nicker elastic, yeah, basically.
Yep.
Very good stuff. Recommend from Steph. That was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, I've got that, and that, and that's it really. I've done a few beauty pictures, which I'm literally about to put up on the mess.
Cool.
And I get a few bits ready for today's show. But other than that, that's me.
Awesome, fantastic. Who do you want to go see next?
I think it'd be really nice to go and see what Steve's dog's up to.
Righto. Skullfish is in. Says good morning, gents. Hi, Skullfish.
Skullfish.
I noticed on the other shows, whenever people say Skullfish, they say Skullfish. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, it was started by modeling. Oh, who was it? The Guru, modeling Guru.
Oh yeah.
I believe him or one of the group that he's with a lot started that, and it's stuck.
I see. It has stuck. Right. You said Steve, didn't you? So let's have a look at Steve. Good morning, Steve.
Right. Good morning.
Hi.
Well, as you can see, the Battle of Britain Bill Hurricane is starting to look a bit camouflaged. Much harder to find against the background of the cutting.
Oh, there it
now.
is. Yes, I see it.
Quite as well as I planned. It needs a little bit more treatment. I haven't done the underside yet either. So.
Okay.
But it's making progress.
Yeah.
And I've re-glued back on all the bits that I knocked off while I was painting, so that's some progress.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme already today, doesn't it? Knocking stuff off while you're painting it. Yeah.
Yeah, going through all the discarded masking tape looking for the Pito head was a performance last night.
Oh gosh, did you throw it away?
No, I did find it. It's back on. If you can see it there under the wing. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, I was also trying to clear the decks to start on the big excavator, but while I was clearing stuff out, I found this bag of assorted components.
Yeah.
According to the picture, it's going to be a 1939 model fire engine.
Oh, okay.
So that will go very nicely with my crashed Hurricane. So I think I'll probably make a start on that instead.
That's nice when you find accidental kits that you forgot you had.
Yeah, it was just sort of buried under a pile of other stuff that I'd I'm not even sure if all the parts are there, so it might have to be weathered a bit. But it's the right era and the right scale, so it can go on the base of it.
Brilliant. All right, Steve, cool. We'll see how you get on with that later on, eh?
Yeah.
All right, last but not least is, oh man, Gary. Hey, Gary, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Morning,
How is the Fair Isle this morning? You got any blue sky up there?
Oh yes, lovely blue skies from 6:30 this morning.
Gosh, wow. Any sheep or cows? What's in the field?
We have sheep today, no cows yet, although it'll setting up too long before they will be brought in for the winter.
You got a cow there?
Yeah, I seen it.
How you getting on? What are you up to? You gonna do your Western stuff today?
Yep, going to do my horse. We'll do a bit more work on the wee horsey today, plus the figure. Got a few colours on it last week, so hopefully get a few more on it this week.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Your frame rate's really dropped. It was all right when it was on your face, and now it's gone right down to pixely.
Has it?
Yeah. Wonder why that is.
Don't know. Don't know.
Maybe your camera likes your face, but it doesn't like the modelling.
No.
Or is it the face camera has to work harder?
I don't know. Maybe the face pleases it, perhaps.
Yeah.
Who knows? Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
No problem, Malcolm.
And that leaves me.
What are you up to, Malcolm?
I am up to the following. Hang on. So I was organised. I promise you. There we go. Me. Right. So I'm going to put some planks of wood on today, which are these little chappies, and it's going to go onto here. So this is the. I'll move you back a bit. This is the shop or general store, or the Realite mercantile shop thing, and it's going to cover it in these planks of wood that I'm going to get on today. I finished doing the base. I was starting it last week, and it took a while to dry, and then I've put another layer on it since. So I have cheated somewhat, and I carried on. But that's just papier-mâché, just to give it to the ground. And then later on, I'll give it a finer texture on top, because at the moment it's quite lumpy, and I don't want that. And then this chap will sit on the top here, like that. And then it'll be all bedraggled and weathered and everything else. Can't wait to get going. So cool. Yeah. So the planks of wood I've been doing, I stole the technique from Model Phil, actually. On the Famard Models EC show, he was using a saw to scrape down the texture into the planks of wood. So yeah, he was doing that quite successfully. So I thought I'd try and do that too. I don't know if you can see. Ooh, come on. Yeah, just about.
Just popped in there.
Yeah. Good here, isn't it? I whack it with it.
There's an app for that, you know.
Yeah, I'm using that app. Can't get it. There we go. Right. Do you see there's texture on that bit of plastic?
Yes, yes.
So that's what I'm going to do today. Isn't it good? Eh? And then hopefully we'll get some progress done. There we go.
Very cool.
Yeah. So Miranda is in the chat. She says, "Good morning."
Morning, Miranda.
Good morning. If you're about and watching, let us know what you're up to, what you're building, what you're working on, what you're making, what project you've got. What's on the bench? What did you have for breakfast? What's your favourite colour? All the important questions.
Opaque.
Your favourite colour is opaque.
Yes,
Okay.
I love opaque.
Yeah, you would.
Goes with my personality.
Yeah, and
See through.
any shade that is opaque.
Yes.
What's wrong with transparent? Huh?
Well,
What's wrong with transparent?
just it's all see through, isn't it?
It is see-through, isn't it?
Innit?
On the Modeller's Mess on our Facebook group, we've got a post up. It is for showing your work up off on the Sunday. So if you are watching and haven't done that yet, please do. That's the the Models for Heroes Modeller's Mess group, which is a private group for beneficiaries and volunteers. We don't have a public forum, do we?
No.
No. So, James, what have you been up to this week?
This week,
Yeah.
well, I've worked very hard at work for a day or so.
Yeah, and then and
then I've been on holiday. So, and I'll be honest, it's been very difficult.
I bet it has. Yeah.
Purely because I have been off for so long and only gone back to work for a short period of time that to be off again is a bit daunting. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I actually said to the wife, without meaning to offend her, that I wish I was at work.
Yeah. You need to get into that kind of mindset sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, it's a case of I seem to have lost the holiday idea. I think would be the right way of putting it. But we've done a couple of bits and pieces. Yesterday, we lovely wife to a hosta farm, which is a hosta is a plant, and it's just a farm of these plants and all the different varieties in which it has.
Yeah.
And
was that successful? Did you farm some hostas?
Well, yes. We've got 33 more hostas to go in the garden.
Blimey.
Yes. So Natasha's over the moon. She spent 3 hours walking around this nursery, which consisted of something like 5 polytunnels, which were 30 odd foot longish, I guess, maybe a bit more.
Right.
She spent 3 hours walking around that with the owner, and obviously got herself the items that she wanted at that time. And she's got a list as long as your arm of all the ones that she wants for later.
Right. Oh, so middle class, wandering around a hosta farm.
Well, you have to do these things to see who you can adopt.
Here's my saw.
But that's all I've done this week. Really, I've not done an awful lot. Obviously, I've done a few bits and pieces. I printed off a figure with my 3D printer.
Yeah.
Which it's all primed, ready to go. I'm going to at some point. Do you want to see it? I can show you.
Nah.
No, I'll such it.
Why don't you just put it in front of the camera and let's accidentally see it? Do you want to see it? Yeah. It's kind of the point of the show.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Right, I lost track of that.
Oh, wow. Hang on.
Let us.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Let's just zoom in. Oops.
No, wrong desk.
That one. Nope. Hang on. Oh, blimey. Good here, isn't it? Carl says good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Carl. Don't expect the show to be any good.
That's the figure.
Wow.
She comes with. This is going to be entertaining. Oh, this can only go one way. So she comes with her own little hammer.
Oh, little hammer, yeah. Just a little tack hammer.
Just a little tack hammer, yeah, because she's into DIY.
Looks like it.
A little mace.
A little mace, yeah.
And then she also comes with 2 of these.
Wow. She's got some really big wings.
They are very big. She stands, this is not including the wings, but she stands about just over 12 centimeters high.
Wow.
And the wings are about 12 centimeters high from tip to tip.
Right.
So it's a big old beast, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, very fortunate. I found this. It was a free print.
Oh wow! Of course, it's 3 pre-printed. Well, it looks amazing.
So there's not many like this that are free. An awful lot that you can pay for them. But this one was particularly free, and this particular artist has got loads there to buy.
Okay,
so it's a bit of a taster, lead you in, I suppose.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to getting a grips with her. I know exactly what I'm going to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
I've got her. Oh, I knew there was going to be a problem. Stop it! I'll say it. I bought a while ago. I bought this. I bought that.
Okay.
A little dragon head. And I didn't want to just do the dragon head and stick it on a plinth. So I'm going to incorporate that with the figure into a diorama.
Oh, I see.
So yes, that's. I've been looking at figures for this particular model for something like a year and a half.
Gosh, so it's going to be like some sort of fantasy thingy.
Yeah, I wanted to go down the lines, if you like, of the Queen of Dragons sort of theme-ish. But didn't want it to be a direct link to a well-known show involving dragons, Game of Thrones.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I wanted to do something different. So so it's going to be, the idea will be like a picture frame with her descending onto a building and with her said pet dragon looking around the corner to say hello.
Hello.
So that's the plan.
Okay.
And I also want to try and find some claws. I'm going to print some claws off and sort of have these 2 claws, if you like, into the wall,
right?
So you can see it's obviously flying in with its master and checking it out, so to speak.
Cool. I'm sure that'd be fantastic.
It will be if someone can make it properly. I'm looking forward to the person to do it.
Let's have a chat with Gary. Gary, can you have a chat? Yeah. Yes. How's your week been? What have you been up to this week?
Doing a wee bit of buying, shopping.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
On that particular website or in the high street? Oh, right.
A wee bit of both. On the. I actually bought 3 more battleships.
So 3 more. So I guess that Bismarck you're working on hasn't put you off then?
No, that's Belfast.
How's that
HMS Belfast I'm working on. Very well. Got a wee bit of primer on it last night just to see how much more I have to fill on it, but it's coming on the very best. So I bought HMS Hood, the Bismarck, and Lantern Craft as well. Bought 3 more.
Wow.
Bismarck was made by Trumpeter. Got it for £45. Which
is that? What scale is that
one? 1/1700 scale.
Okay.
It's going to be a bigger one, and the hood is made by Trumpeter. Same scale as HMS Belfast.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it hasn't put me off them. So, matter of fact, I'd like to do more of them.
Is there nothing that you won't try?
No, I'll try anything. It's you sort of get into a very boring routine of making just Land Rovers. Maybe an odd figure here and there, but if you never try, you never win. That's the way I look at it.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe I ever heard you say that. You were getting bored of Land Rovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a treatment.
Just rewind that and make sure that was exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Well, I guess after a while you could get stuck in a rut, I suppose. Yeah, but no, it's great. It's great that you're trying lots of different things.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do a battleship. I was always scared to, try it. And I just thought, well, if you don't try, you're never going to win. So it's all about just taking your time. Yes, there's more painting maybe on the screws and stuff, but it's really not that much difference to it. And say you're making a diorama of a destroyed building, you're just putting in the same amount of time and effort. It's just taking your time. That's all.
That's right.
And I remember they said Malcolm wasn't going to do any scratch building.
Yes.
That sort of went out through the window.
Oh my God! Yeah. So this happens all the time, doesn't it? With you and I and most modelers, I'm sure. You say, right, I'm just going to do it simple out of the box, no problem, and then you get to it, and then you start doing extra bits. So what have you been building then?
I'm going to be building my own mass fort out of brass wire. I went up to my local model shop yesterday.
Yeah.
And I bought that stuff there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to be making my own mass today, this afternoon.
Yeah.
Because the plastic ones don't look right. Doesn't do the model justice as far as I can see. So I thought, I'm going to try making my own mass today.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah.
And they'll be a bit stronger as well.
Yeah. Done a wee bit this morning at 7:30. Menus up this morning. Came down to the room here and done a wee bit more on it.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
I'm enjoying it. I literally am enjoying it now.
Brilliant. And I still need to show you that that horse that David Ilke did. Keep forgetting.
Yeah.
That's life, unfortunately. But yeah. What base are you going to put the your Western horsey on?
I haven't decided that bit yet. I'll just probably buy a picture frame and put it on that there and build it up that way.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be very big, does it?
No, I just need one segment of it to see where people know what film it is out of John Wayne.
Yeah.
But I'm giving nothing away yet.
Keep it under your hat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or under your Stetson.
Yeah.
What are you working on, James? You got nothing on your screen at all.
I'm actually in the photo booth at the moment.
I see.
Switch
us back to the camera then, so we can see something.
Yes, sorry.
Cutting Matt TV. Thomas says he just discovered Tokyo Model Detective. Oh, that's the guy Steph was talking about. He bought some stuff off there, didn't he?
He did.
Star Wars, some tools and things. Thomas says he's 30 quid spent and saved around 20 quid. That's pretty good. Yeah, it seems to be very, very good indeed. I haven't bought anything off him at all, but I always looking at the website. Do a lot of window shopping. You say window shopping now? I guess you can't say window shopping now. What do you say?
Yeah, you can.
Huh?
You can.
Oh.
The internet is a window to the world.
So deep. So deep.
You wouldn't expect anything different from me, be honest.
Scruffy. Hello, Scruffy. Good morning. Malcolm, are you accepting kit donations? now I have a couple of Tanya armor kits from the stash ready to send. Yes, Models for Heroes are indeed accepting kit donations. All your details you will need are on our website, which is modelsforheroes.org.uk. And if you click on a button called Donate, there's all the different ways that you can donate to Models for Heroes, including how you can send your kits, your hard-earned funds, and all the other things that you can do to help. So yeah, have a look on there. But yes, we are indeed accepting kit donations. Just make sure they are not started, please. Opened is fine. Opened and sniffed is fine. That's what modelers like to do. We like to open the box and have a look at the moldings and everything else and inspect them and, make sure they're all okay. That's fine. But yeah, no paint or glue touch the model, please. That'd be great. Fantastic. Thank you, Scruffy. The address is on there too. Dexterous Crafter. She says, good morning, gents. Good morning, Nat. Morning. And Scottish says, good morning to Nat. And Scruffy says, his kits are brand new. Well, they're fine. Definitely. Thank you very much. The address is on the website, buddy, which is modelsforheroes.org.uk. Okay. Right, so in a few minutes we'll go through the models mess and have a look at the photographs people have put up of their kits. If you haven't done already, pop it up on that post.
Let me just mute my mic while I do this. Sorry.
Okay. So what about you, Steve? How's your week been?
Not too bad. I'm actually on holiday now for 2 weeks. But last week was my last week of work. I managed to get some flying in as well. The weather was a bit kind to me on, when was it? Wednesday, wasn't it? Friday. And
where did you go?
Have a little flip over the Isle of Wight and back.
Where did you go? Oh, Isle of Wight, right.
Over the Isle of Wight and back, yeah. I didn't have very long, but it was enough to keep my licence valid. So,
Right. How many hours do you need?
Yeah, well, it varies according to who you talk to. I've actually got enough hours in now this year for the legal requirements, but the flying club insists on more than that, and you need to fly regularly, at least once a month, in order to avoid having to go up with an instructor again.
Right, I see.
So I managed to get that sorted.
Are you gonna go for any more licenses, like night flying or anything?
No, I don't think so. It starts to get very expensive. Not that it's cheap now, but the price goes up, and the type of aircraft, the distance I have to travel to the nearest airfield that can do it goes up. And since I'm going to be retiring soon, I probably won't be able to afford it anyway. Be happy as I am and enjoy it while I can.
Yes, definitely. Well, next time you're going to go buzz Models for Heroes, let us know. I'll give you a wave.
Yeah, I'll make sure I load up with flower bombs, and we'll.
You think he's kidding, Gary? Well, if you've got any model kits to donate, just chuck them out the window.
Oh yeah, and there are one or two people I know who get very nervous when I get the knife out. So it would probably be just something else I came across while I was clearing out.
Yeah.
And this will probably frighten quite a few of our viewers. So, that's okay. You can look back at the screen now.
Proper knife set.
Yeah. More blood on
I
it.
think it just anyone using any sort of sharp blades on the screen is always kind of like, oh, don't cut yourself.
Yes. I'm only using files today, so I should be all right.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
trust
put a
you.
lot of flash on this metal thing. But it does actually say in the instructions, you will find a lot of flash because of the techniques we use to cast the parts. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, so they're quite honest about it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There will be a lot of flash.
Yes. They recommend soldering it together, but I think I'll use glue.
Blimey. People chatting to each other in the chat, which is great.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Stevens says, "Morning, people. We are both here watching on the TV." Hello, Jacqueline. Is that both of you, the teddy bears there in your profile picture? Are they teddy bears or chipmunks? They're chipmunks with pineapples. Strawberries?
Every other fruit is available.
What is that? It's like a yellow strawberry. Answers on a postcard to James.
Yes.
What is that? James, what is it?
Tomatoes.
No, not tomatoes. Looks like a yellow strawberry to me. If you can let us know, Jacqueline. Yeah. People in the chat having a chat, which is what chat's for. Got a cup of tea here, so I'm going to slowly drink that. And I've received my breakfast, which is a bit of toast with some marmalade on it. So at some point, I'll cheekily mute my mic and eat that. Bit of toasty. So Gary, what are you doing the rest of the day? Just a bit of modelling, or are you going out anywhere?
No, our show's on now at 2:00.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's the Fermanagh Modelers EC, available on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Who does a Sunday show?
Usually me, myself or staff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You've got
and Mark.
And Mark, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Rob's come back in today.
Brilliant. Yeah, so you have, 6 people now that is like a regular thing, but you've got Rob as well. Dave. Phil, Steph, yourself. So yeah, the YouTube channel to watch Gary's group is Fermanagh Modelers EC, isn't it? All one word.
Yeah.
That's easy for you to say.
No, it's not. And you're on at 2, did you say?
Yeah, 2:00.
There you go. There's lots to watch today, isn't there? On a Sunday is lots of modelling to watch. Straight after us. No, not straight after. What time is yours, James? 11?
11 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, okay, 11. So 11 o'clock, you got James as well. And then that leads on to Festus.
Yep.
And then that leads on to Fox, I think.
It does.
Yep. And then there's the in-between show, but I don't think that's on today.
No, that's not on today, unfortunately.
So yeah, plenty to watch.
And you've got Chris or Ted later on.
Right, yep.
I believe.
But I should, if I thought about it, I could have put the link up to the calendar every time I talk about it. But this public show is on every Sunday at 9. Kick off your Sunday morning with a bit of smelly glue. Some light glue in the morning, is there?
Oh, nothing like glue. The smell of glue in the morning.
No. You watched any good films, Gary, lately?
No, I haven't.
No. Okay.
No.
Usually we have a good film chat. I haven't either, actually. I don't know. Me either. I've got films to watch, just haven't got around to doing it. It's, kids go back to school, so I have a bit more time. They'll be tired in the evenings rather than wanting to stay up. It was lovely the other day. We got to kids went away for a few days to their grandparents. And we could watch films in the evening with the volume on the proper level and everything.
Treated yourself.
You did. You know, gave the sound system a little exercise. It was great. I don't know if you noticed, but when we're watching a film, we turn the volume up and down and up and down. You know, it doesn't seem to be like a balance.
Yeah, films generally will have a continual change in volume.
Yeah.
Most frustrating.
Very. I thought it was just getting old.
Well, that's part of it as well. But
I went to the cinema last week, and I did start to say to my wife when I was watching it with her, I said, "They've got this really loud." And I remember my parents and my grandparents saying, "Oh, I hope they turn it down, cinema. It's a bit loud." I'm thinking, no, turn it up. I'm getting old, I guess. Right, here we go. Answers to the fruit question. Hi, Malcolm. They are hamsters holding a carrot. Okay, so I was wrong on both accounts. I thought they were chipmunks holding strawberries. Colin and Dave call them rabbits. One has a pork pie hat on. We have them. Oh, correct. Yes, indeed. They're not rabbits. They're definitely not rabbits. And yeah, I guess they have a hamster cheek. They have a hamster cheek air about them, I guess. And they're carrots. Well, of course they're carrots. That makes sense. Why don't we guess carrots? Come on, James, you should have known that.
Wow. I've let myself down.
Yeah, you have. You've got a garden. You should know what a carrot is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Being the Percy thrower of high works, you're right.
Percy thrower. Wow, that's a...
Well, you
age.
Age and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it would be someone you would recognise. Oh, I'm sorry.
Funny.
Oh, made myself laugh. I do apologise.
No, you go ahead. You have a laugh at our expense. We don't mind.
Yeah, it'll come back and bite me, I know.
James said pardon. No, Thomas said pardon. Thomas says, I used to do experiments on my hamster when I was a kid. Turns out it was a guinea pig. Guinea pigs. Like guinea pigs.
Yeah, I couldn't eat a whole one though.
No, well, you probably could. You probably could. They're not that big. I keep knocking my mic. Do apologise. I hope that doesn't spoil your enjoyment of the show. I'll just move it out of the way a little bit. I like the way you got that chap on that crocodile clip, Gary. It's clever.
Stole that idea from James.
Oh, right. So James clip technique. Good idea. Saves you having to pin it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is going good. This is going to look really good.
We were talking about free 3D printed figures the other day. This is one I.
Oh, we were talking about it moments ago.
Moments ago, yes. I meant the other minute, not the other day.
The other minute.
I'm in a strange time zone today. But yeah, this was a free one off the net. But,
oh, nice.
That's
yeah,
brilliant.
there's certainly some figures out there. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of
good stuff there. Yeah.
It's just what grabs your fancy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa. Right. I'm gonna eat my toast, so you we'll have to talk.
Okay.
Where's ours then?
Hey?
Have we not got any?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just me.
Well, that's discriminatory, isn't it?
No, it's toast.
I've got my bowl of blue M&Ms.
I just got to check the instructions to see what this part is supposed to look like. Yes, that is flash. It's not. Sometimes you're not sure whether you're cutting off a vital part or a piece of flash. That's definitely flash.
Or don't go cutting any vital parts.
No, I have done that a few times and then had to try and glue them back again.
Well, funny enough, with the anti-aircraft gun I've just made, there were two little round pieces that I needed to fit to the main part of the gun.
Yeah.
And I decided to have a tidy up because I'm getting to that point. When I get to near the end of a build, I like to make sure everything's tidied away. So the boxes, the sprues, all that sort of stuff. So I cut off these two tiny little bits and put them on the desk, and then got sidetracked to do something else, and forgot all about them. And then yesterday I went to take a picture of it and realised that these pieces were missing.
Oh.
I was like, oh, what have I done? And I'd thrown all the sprue away in the bin.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I've thrown them. So, but luckily, I hadn't emptied my bin underneath my desk here, and they were in there. So that was a bit of a heart in mouth moment.
Yeah, I cut a piece off. It was one of those Meng egg-shaped aircraft carrier, and I started cutting some of the smaller guns off, and realised that what I thought was the attachment to the sprue was actually the gun barrel. So I finished up scratch building a replacement out of a piece of wire.
Wow. Yeah, that's yeah, I've done it. It happened. Right. This. Yes, I'll read that. Thank you, Malcolm. I was just about to say, could you do that? For James, did you see the Arnie Schwarzenegger yesterday at the farm? He's always saying "Hasta la vista, baby." Very good. No, he wasn't there. Trying to find a YouTube channel. It went up yesterday. The guy that has done it has I can't read that word.
Degenerative nerve disorder.
Thank you. And has tremors. He's doing a tutorial on how to cope with them. Trying to find him for you now. Oh. Yeah, no, I saw that. I've not watched the thing yet. And James, those blue M&Ms your wife gave me are not M&Ms. Oh, okay. That would explain something else then. But that's a whole different channel. I can't talk about it here.
Is it? I don't think that'll be on YouTube.
Oh, that was clever. Well done, James.
Yeah, the shakes is a thing that bugs a lot of people, doesn't it? Really affects them. And it'd be really good to get some techniques to help people who are new to the hobby, who don't know, or even people who have been in the hobby for a long time. The way that I teach people is to form a little triangle with the fingers and do it that way. I mean, I see a lot of brand new modelers at the modeling sessions and things, and they'll be holding the switch my camera. See it. They'll be holding their brush, and they'll be holding their model like this up, and then they'll be trying to paint. They're trying to paint like this, and of course you've got all the shoulder muscles, your elbows and your wrists and your fingers all trying to work together to keep it still. So I always say, like, anchor your little finger or your pinky or something. Your little finger is your pinky, whichever one you just describe your small finger, and just make a little tripod out of that. You can also make a little cage. It's difficult to show you here, but that's what I try and do. Just try to limit the amount of muscles involved.
Yeah.
Oh, James has found it. There you go. At 186 seconds. Cheers, Thomas. I will I'll go check that out. Yeah, there you go, James. He's found it.
Lovely. I will copy that in a minute.
All right, should we go through these photographs then?
Yes. Cool.
So it's was the first one since we last got back. Yeah, I think we saw this one from Nick. I think we talked about this one in the week. I think. Oh, pretty lovely. I think that's the pickup, similar one to what I was using, building for the District 9 diorama. Certainly the same scale, anyway. You know what that one is, Gary?
I think that's the Ming kit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you might be right. When you folks pop your pictures up, just try and put a little tiny description just to help us with what it is. Oh, is that the Ventura? Is it the Ventura? The Revel one?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Is that you soaring? Is that James soaring? Yeah, he's muted it. Yeah, it's nice. One of the chaps in our model group built the 148 one, and really liked it. Nice kit, he said. Another one from Nick. Oh, look at that little toon tank.
Nice.
It is really good. Yeah. You built toon tanks, Gary?
No, never have.
Really good. Really easy to put together and quite fun. You know, make some fun dioramas out of them. What about you, Steve?
Yeah, I've built the Toon aircraft carrier, which is they're lovely kits. It's surprisingly complicated. You think it's going to be simple and childlike, but it isn't. They're actually quite involved kits.
Yeah. And if you build it right without the glue and on the drive wheels, they will actually roll along.
Yeah. Well, the carrier won't. It hasn't got any wheels, but yeah. I managed to suspend one of the aircraft on its arrestor hook as if it's just landing. I was quite pleased with the way that went.
Oh, wow. Gosh. This is Rob Tonks. Our man, Rob. Yeah. Okay.
It's good.
You taught him everything you know, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's coming along, isn't he?
He's coming on great.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's interesting. He's only just kind of recently getting into bases, but he already looks like he knows what he's doing with his composition and everything with that base.
He does.
Yeah. Really nice. Thank you, Rob, for sharing that. Mel Mayfield, John's brother. I haven't seen John for a while, have we?
No.
So the Dragon 148 Mistel S2. That's lovely. Interesting subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
That which one's the Mistel? Is it the one on the top or the one underneath?
I think it's the whole thing, isn't it?
Ah, I see.
The combination. It's a Focke-Wulf 190 on top.
Mm.
I'm not sure what the bottom part is based on.
So what happens when the Focke-Wulf drop? That's not a bomb, is it? That's a fuel tank.
No, I think it's a guided missile of some sort, isn't it? It's got a warhead.
Oh, right.
And it's a way of. It's a sort of a German version of kamikaze. You use the aircraft as the weapon, but the pilot goes home.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. But what my point was, if he drops that weapon and he hasn't dropped away the bomber part, then he's just going to blow himself up. And make sure the bomb has disappeared.
The bomber part is the bomb. It's a self-propelled bomb, basically.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
He flies it to within reasonable range of the target, points it in the right direction, lets go, and goes home.
Oh, I see. I'm with you. Right. So that bit straight underneath is a fuel tank, and the bomb is actually in the aircraft.
So yeah, the little bit in the middle is the fuel tank. Yeah, that's right. And the two engined monstrosity at the end underneath is actually the missile.
Another one from that 132nd Hasegawa Curtis Hawk Mark 1A. Wow, that's lovely.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, check it out. The mottling he's got on the roundels. So Mal does a lot of mask work. I think he runs his own business, making masks and things. So a lot of his larger decals will have a lot of extra detail in that you normally wouldn't get because they're not decals. They're spray painted directly on. But yeah, I really like it. Very subtle weathering, especially with the smoke here. That
very nicely done, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, and the control lines as well. Lots of detail, and even the little tiny crosshairs. Another one. That's the P-51, same scale. That's a lovely looking aircraft, isn't it?
Yeah, one of my favourites.
Is that?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I like the subtle differences in colouring and the greens there. It's really good. Just makes it look so much bigger and heavier.
Yeah, it's amazing what a little bit of subtle detail can completely change something you're looking at.
Yeah, definitely. Some chap called Gary Hicks.
There he is.
Yeah, whoever he is. Some geezer. God, there is a lot of detailing. I mean, I know it's an old kit, but I mean, each individual chain link. Wow. And the planks as well are well represented as well. Look at that. That's
Yeah.
And a lot of filler, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. How are you going to display it, buddy?
Going to put it in a display case.
Okay. So it's not going to be on the water?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I'm getting a very rare book belonging to HMS Belfast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be beside the display case.
Ah, lovely. I thought about doing that with my Spitfire, actually. I've got a Spitfire book by, I can't remember his name now, John. Oh, I forgot his name. But I thought I might do the same thing. Use the book as the base.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Good idea.
Yeah. Cheers, Gary. This is Thomas. This is his Thunder Child that he's building. He says, think the base is 172nd tank, possibly a T-54, a sheet of styrene, and a bit of square styrene. Oh, I see. Making up all the details and things. I've got quite a few pictures on here. That's good. And so he's cut the bottom in half, glued it together, roughly painted it, which I have since taken off, and voila, a galley cooktop. Ah, yes. And oven. That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. I'll check out the little armchair. Look at that. I wouldn't fit in that. Oh, check out that. 4 armchairs. Oh, that's brilliant. They have armchairs aboard the boats? I guess they do.
Yep.
Hang on, are they? They're 3D printed. I expect to see the ridges on there. Lovely, mate. Very cute. He says, I wasn't going to show anyone, but that's mean. Here is the color scheme for the ship. The deck is unbleached wood. Metal is enamel white, and the wooden structures and funnel are painted a dirty yellow. It's going to look great. Okay. And some of the interior. The oven was being fitted with LED to simulate a fire inside. Oh, that's cool. I haven't had a chance to tidy it up as yet. Oh, it's going to look great, mate. Absolutely brilliant. It's cut right the way through the middle. You can see the inside of the shelves and the cabinets and things. Oh, look at that.
Very clever.
Yeah. Thank you, Thomas, for sharing that. That's our Dave Phillips. Our newest members, or newer members. An XV1. That's great. Thank you, mate. Martin Lindsay. Work in progress. Oh, what sort of tank is that then?
Oh, I have no idea.
Too modern for me.
Gary, what's that armor vehicle thing?
I do not know.
Someone will say it in chat, I'm sure. There's 9 people watching. Someone's got to know what this is. It's cool though. Loads of lovely little extra details on it. It's definitely armor.
Definitely a tank.
Well, yeah. Well, might not be a tank. Might be an armored fighting vehicle.
Oh, big boomstick like that.
T-72. Thomas, thank you very much. Martin says, it's now been primed, and I put the first colour on to start the Berlin BB cam pattern. Cool. I like that. Really good detail on the muzzle there, look, on the cannon. Robbed again.
Yeah, he's got the base work sorted, hasn't he?
Yeah. Definitely. So he's only just been starting bases recently, to be honest. He's it's funny. I don't think he mentions it here, but he got the sand when walking past a builder's yard, grabbed a bag of sand, and the only thing he had to put it inside was a poo bag while I was walking his dog. Unfortunately, the poo bag was empty.
I was going to say that was sort of some sort of pigment out, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. And any scent that you wanted to. I just paused a sec. I got Keith in the house. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Good morning. How am I coming through?
Slightly delayed.
I'm on a new microphone.
Perfect.
And I'm on a new earphone.
Slightly delayed, but we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, good. Right.
We'll talk to you in a minute, mate. I'm just going to go through these lovely photos.
Yep. That's fine.
On there, look. These 156 gun, aren't they? 28 millimeter.
Yeah.
They're most likely Rubicon figures. Yeah, really good.
Lovely.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing now, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he can teach the rest of us.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Close up of the Bofors. Yeah, it looks good, James.
Yeah, I'm happy how it's come out.
The photograph
Shows
much more detail than it does on the webcam, obviously, but
yeah,
it's really good. It's funny how you say that is a quick build. To me, that looks incredibly complicated.
It really isn't. I mean, that's taken me, I would say, probably no more than 3 or 4 hours to put together, and prime. And the paint was about an hour or so. So yeah, it was a real quick build. It was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Put it that way.
Right. Brilliant. Would you do any more artillery?
I have got some more in the stash, but I'm not a great lover of that sort of stuff. But yes, I have got some more to do.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I would. I don't know them at all. Don't know anything about much, but I don't know anything about archery at all.
No, I'm similar.
148 Dauntless, lovely. Yeah, you've done a smashing job on these, buddy.
Yeah, they've come out really well.
Really lovely. Yeah. Are you happy with them?
Very, very, very happy.
Yeah.
I tried on the. You can't really see it so much in that picture, but the bombs. I tried a different technique with those because I wanted to get some texture on them, because they were cast iron,
right,
or cast metal. So I used some thinned out putty on them,
right,
to get the texture, and it worked really, really well. It's a really simple technique.
Yeah, on both of them.
Yeah, on all the bombs. There's 6 in all that I've done, but yeah, it worked really well.
Steve,
Would you look at that?
Oh yeah, I thought I'd put that one on because we were talking about it just now.
absolutely. You know that's your toon tank. Toon tank.
Yeah, the USS Lexington.
Yes, toon boat.
Toon Lexington.
Thomas says there was a gap between the drive wheels. It's the thing that gives it away. Oh, okay. I'm talking about the tank he was talking about. Scott says, morning all, that was a Chieftain tank. Oh, was it Chieftain or T-72? The jury is out. On the main gun on the T-72, the British spies in Germany did not know the caliber, so one of them grabbed an apple from his packed lunch, ran over, climbed up and jammed it in to get an impression. He got a medal for it. Wow. It's that big. Good morning from Model Making Trucker with that weird yellow dinosaur thing.
Morning, Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis, he's got a similar haircut, look.
Yes.
Yeah. I noticed his hair was growing back very slowly.
Yeah.
Very jealous.
Yeah, he's using quite a lot of fertilizer on that.
So this Meng tank, what did you use for the... I keep calling it a Meng tank. Why am I saying that? What? I mean, I know my recognition is pretty poor.
No, yeah,
that's not a tank, is it?
Not a tank. No, you're right. It's got a tank in it. Where they keep the fuel.
It would float in a tank.
What
did you use for the base?
Sorry, what was the question again?
The question is, what was the base made of?
MDF.
Oh, okay, right. What did you use for the water effect on?
I painted it sea green, and then used. Where is it? We've got some stuff here. Plonk it in front of the camera. This stuff. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, let me. Oh, why won't that work? Hang on. If I do that, and then I do. Hang on.
You'll get the hang of this one.
It's really slick, I tell you. There we go.
There we go. That's it. Right, back in front of the camera. So as you can see the label.
Oh, okay.
3D gloss super heavy gel acrylic.
Is that like just a silicone? Is it?
Yeah, I mean it comes out of the can. It's for those that remember, it's a bit like grill cream. You spread it on. You can mix acrylic paint with it if you want to colour whatever you're making.
Okay.
They do several different weights of it, and then you can mould it into waves and wake and that sort of thing.
Right. Okay.
Nice clear. So the white top wave tops and the white of the wake you have to paint on afterwards. But yeah, acrylic stuff, and it works really well.
That's great.
Used it 2 or 3 times now on those sort of bases.
Yeah,
I'm getting the hang of making bow waves with it, and you can really mould it. It will actually stand up and dry like a curling wave if you're really careful with it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
How are you getting on, Gary, with your water, your submarine?
Yeah, not too bad. I've a few more wee bits and pieces to do to it.
What are you using for your water then? Yay.
That's it there.
Yeah. Lovely. So
it's the first time I've ever
I know
done.
that you used foil, didn't you, to really get that effect?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, tin foil, and I have the
Oh wow, that's
stuff as well.
That's the bee's knees, that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's
cheap,
an investment.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's good stuff, I have to say now. It is brilliant stuff. It's the first time I've ever tried water effects.
Yeah,
I think it's turned out pretty well.
There's many techniques, isn't there? Lots of different ways. There's probably no right way of doing it.
Yeah.
You can use whatever you like, whatever works, I guess. I've never done it myself. One day.
Yeah, I've used realistic water, as they call it, to make. You want to make a nice smooth pool. In some ways, it's a bit too realistic because it will flow like water when you pour it on.
Yeah.
And you've got to make sure that whatever you're putting it on is watertight.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just leaks out into the base. But,
Yeah.
And it dries dead smooth. But then you can put this acrylic gel on top of it, and it blends in perfectly nicely. So you can just put a few ripples on. It's all good stuff.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I'm just going to refresh to see if anyone else has put any up. It's now I've completely lost where the there it is. Nope, no more. Brilliant. Thanks for sharing those, guys. What I'll do is I'll lock that down now, so that what I'll do is I'll add a new post up if I remember after the show, and we'll use that for the next post show thing. You know what I mean? And then we'll fill that up with pictures. Cool. So we got 10 watching, which is amazing. 10 people putting up with us. Keith, your turn. Where you been?
Where have I been? Oh, well, I've been up to Bedford area for a day yesterday and looked at steam engines.
Lovely.
Does
it work?
That was working, yes.
Yeah.
But as I got a bacon butty, it was which does not count as bribery to a boiler inspector. That is essential nourishment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that part of the rules?
If you want to pass, yes.
I'll remember that next time I get my boiler checked.
Next time you get your boiler tested, bacon butty is a sure way of improving your pass chance.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I think it's an important part of getting the boiler working.
Yes.
What else have you been up to this week?
Well, like I said, I worked out part of my microphone trouble. Yeah. So I am now sporting a new jaunty headset.
Yes, you are. Very exciting.
Oh, very fetching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has it got a nice long cable on it?
Lots of cable.
Hurrah.
I was going to try plugging it directly into the computer.
Yep.
Last night, but when I tried it, I thought I was getting sound bleed back. This might be the earphones. So I've gone to one of my other connections, which could be resulting in a slight delay. So I'm going in the USB port instead of the direct plug.
Oh yeah, that will give you a tiny bit of a delay. Yeah. Just watch the the lick the pig thing.
Yes.
Yeah, just be careful. You need to lick your pig.
Yes. I will try the other one late. I will try the other one most likely next time I'm on a session, and then if we have any trouble, I'll unplug and come back to this.
Okay. Oh, sounds good. We can hear you well, and
yes, I've sent Caroline out to the waterworks this morning, so I've thought I've got a little bit of time. I can spend a few minutes up here with you.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, Keith. We appreciate it. What are you working on?
I'm working on my little Seat Flamingo. Here we are.
Yes. And how's it going?
Reminds me of an early Airfix kit.
Okay. Yep.
I have got some raised panel lines.
Oh.
And some not very good joints, but no, it's not gonna show very well here today. But I will see how we get on with it. It wasn't a lot of money at a show, and I thought, I'll have a go. And it's a Turkish-built kit, and the instructions are in Turkish.
Okay. Delightful.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the pictures, like I normally do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If they, usually when you have to describe some model kit putting together, the instructions are much better done in visual form anyway. Some of the really, really kits have, you know, a description. Pick up part 4, put the end in the end and the hole, and, you know, very tricky.
But yes, it looks quite a nice little kit. And it has some civilian markings as well as military markings.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do it as a civilian form.
Yep.
I'll have to see if Steve will print me a model of himself in 1/48 to sit in the cockpit.
Well, you have to ask him first.
Yes.
So, next time you're in a position to be able to ask him.
Yeah. He might be listening in on the show today, so
it might be. He might be. If he's around.
If he's around, yes.
Probably up in the sky somewhere in an airplane.
Okay, so that's what I'm working on today.
Brilliant. Thanks, Keith.
Okay.
Thomas says, teach me for watching my iPhone without glasses. The tank was a Chieftain. My apologies. That's right.
I didn't know an iPhone needed glasses.
Keith, NASA wants their headphones back. Mission Control.
Yes, I went to CPC.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah.
They're very good, and we had a problem with the first set, and they're dealing with that quite well. So
yeah, good customer service.
Sometimes it does pay to deal with a company that you know.
Definitely. Well, it's I'm banned from CPC catalog. I used to get the kids catalog all the time, but I'm not allowed it anymore. Oh well.
It's online.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same, is it? It's not the same.
No.
Sitting there looking through the CPC catalog, looking at all the audio.
I have Caroline hiding tool catalogs away from me as well.
Yes. Yeah. So just watch your connection there, mate. You're a bit scratchy. Just beware.
I'm a bit scratchy.
And now you got very quiet. Now you've gone completely mute. Or was it just me? Anyone else here, Keith?
No.
Right.
Have I gone mute completely?
No.
Oh.
No, we can hear you, but you can also hear the movement of your headphone jack as well. You have to watch it back. Once it goes live, watch it back, and then you go, oh, I see, that's what it was. At 1 hour 23.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thomas says, Keith, have you ever cooked your breakfast on the stream? On the steam engine coal shed? It's on my bucket list to do. Yes, I imagine he has.
Yes,
Yep.
we have. It is lovely. But if you've got a big railway engine, you have to be very careful that the driver's not going to quickly try and move it. Because there's nothing worse than hearing the engine chuff and seeing your breakfast slide off the shovel and hit the tube plate.
Oh.
These engines, the big engines, have got a tremendous suction on the shovel. They will suck the coal off the shovel when you're firing. And, I know of several people that have had their breakfast on the shovel. The drivers opened the regulator to move the engine, and they weren't quick enough getting the shovel out. And they've lost their breakfast. It's just been sucked straight off through the fire.
That's devastating.
But it's a lovely taste.
It's got that extra coal effect, that coal flavour.
It's got extra crunchy bits.
That sounds like a very good time for me to disappear on the crunchy bits.
Do you need to go and get changed and go and get your makeup and everything?
Yeah, I've got to go into makeup now. I'm a little bit late. Should be cross with me again.
Yeah. Well, it would be funny if you turned up with a napkin around your neck still, you know.
Yes.
You should do that one day. Oh, sorry.
And someone just doing the last bit of powdering. Yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of pushing the lady away or man.
Yeah, I'm live. You know who I am. Go away.
Get off. We're live.
All right, I'll see you guys later on.
Yeah. All right. So that's the just
See you.
what's the channel? Model Officer.
Model Officer on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. Model Officer YouTube.
Morning Parade.
Morning Parade. That's the one. Yeah. If you want to put a link up, pop it up, mate.
Yeah, there's a link in the mess, but I'll put a link up in the chat in a minute.
Now, do you mean the model's mess or the officer's mess?
The Models for Heroes modeller's mess. There is a link, and there is also a link in the model officer's mess.
Yes.
And the mess.
Maybe we should change our name. It does get confusing.
No, it's fine.
No, I get confused. So if we think of a better name, then we'll change it. All right, mate. See you online later on.
See you in a little bit. Bye-bye. See you
shortly. So yeah, he's on at 11, Thomas. On the Model Officer Facebook group, and or is it, and the Model Officer YouTube channel, or is it the Sunday Parade YouTube channel? Or is that the name of the show? The Sunday Parade is the name of the show. That's it. So many. So this putting the planks on technique, putting the planks on, sticking the plastic to the plastic is working quite nicely. You see that?
That looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, that's using Modeler Phil's technique of just scraping the saw along the plastic. That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that. What do you think of that, Gary?
Yeah, that looks well, Malcolm. It'll be nice when it's all painted.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's the point. I think this is going to suck up a nice wash, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And then what I think I'll do as well is just try and recreate. Oh, I need to buy myself a hole punch thing. Because I want to put some little nails or something in here. Tiny, teeny, weeny ones. That would be quite cool. And the good thing about it is you don't have to make them straight either.
No.
No, they're a bit wonky, aren't they?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. I'll go with the flow.
Okay. You're going to be putting jingles on the roof?
Jingles?
Shingles.
Oh,
the
shingles.
The wooden tiles.
Oh, let me have a look at the roof pictures. Hang on. Here we go. So the roof has got those. So is that a shingle or is that corrugated iron? Do you think?
Corrugated iron.
You think so?
It does look like corrugated iron there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the white part here then?
Yeah, because I used to make individual slates.
Right.
For slate roofs.
Right. Okay.
And I just used to cut strips of plastic card and then cut them up into short lengths.
Right.
and then you pick them up with either with a pointed pricker or the blade of a scalpel blade point, and you put a dab of liquid poly on a sheet of polystyrene, and you would stick your individual slates along all the way.
Yeah.
And then you do the next row, and you could do an entire roof like that, and it would look very good.
Yeah. I think this one's corrugated iron.
Yeah.
Do you think?
It looks it.
Yeah. Let me see on that picture there. Yeah, I think so. So that it's kind of curved over on this part here. So that would corrugated iron be curved over? Not sure. It'd be nice to put the planks in.
If somebody had lent a ladder or something on it to get up there, yes.
Yeah. Well, certainly on the front here, it looks like there's separate slates on the front here, separate tiles.
That's separate. They're normally wooden shingles they used in America.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can make those up with. Ooh, crikey, they're very thin.
So they just split the wood down fairly. They split the wood down fairly thinly. So I'd do a little bit of wood grain on them, and then stick individual ones on.
Wow, how would I get something that thin?
Oh, some 10 thou plasticard.
Yeah, I'll have a look. See if I've got some. Cool. Scaly Models is in. It says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good to see you. How you doing? There we go. James popped a link in. So, nope, that's the link. That's the link for his YouTube show 11. So we'll come off just before then, I think. Thomas says if you have the ends slightly proud on one or two of the planks on the end, you can match up the planks. You have ends slightly proud on one or two of the planks, you can match them up. I like them like that when they're kind of not all straight. Does that make sense? So the gaps are all in different places, like bricks. But yeah, you know what I mean. Trying to look at the picture; it's not very clear. They're much thinner, much more straight than what I've got. But my technique is fun. Yeah, I could do that on the other side. The roof inside is purlins, then corrugated iron on top. The white part is plywood. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's like 3 layers then. Yeah, looks like there's lots of materials on there. There's like black parts as well. So whatever is on there, I don't think that roof is very waterproof. Shingles on the porch are felt and use paper for the shingles. Thank you, Thomas.
Yes, that's one of the possibilities I hadn't thought of mentioning.
Yeah, so your audio sounds great, but when you move your pig in your hole, it's giving a lot of scratchies. I'm sure there's a technical term for that.
I've not touched my pig in the hole.
How would you describe it, Steve?
A crackly noise.
Crackly noise.
Yeah, something.
I'll put the
Something's
port restrictions
making.
down.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Scratching.
good idea. Yeah.
Crackling noise. I thought it'd be like a technical
That's
term
right.
for it.
Yeah.
I'll mute myself. I'll mute myself when I'm not talking.
Where's
I think
that
the
then?
microphone might
Yeah.
actually be picking up your clothes rustling and things on the bench and that sort of thing.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so because his microphone is kind of hanging in front of his moustache. Maybe it's his moustache.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe we've got moustache crackle.
That's a possibility.
High possibility.
Shall I try using a moustache wax?
Try moving the microphone a bit further away from your moustache.
It's not that. It's definitely not that. Keith.
Well, we'll see how we go. It's a case of trying to get used to the new kit and working it all out.
Yeah, it's like a bit of. It's not static, is it? It's like
No, it's not static.
It's like a loose connection somewhere, isn't it?
a loose
Yeah, there's
connection in
a-
the headphones or something. Might be actually in the unit itself.
Yeah.
Let's do a test, Keith. Can you shake your head? Yeah,
Yeah. It's connection.
yeah. It's the connection inside the headphones, isn't it?
Yeah. Bring them back, Keith.
Yeah. Show them this this YouTube video and say that. Listen to the crackle that my friends had to put up with. James suggests a lubed moustache. Lube your moustache. It's the only way forward. I'm just gonna have to mute it. That's right in my ears. It's funny that he can't hear it himself. It must be the microphone connection between.
And the microphone connection, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
internal. Internal microphone connection. Thomas says, I think personally the sound card needs looking at, possibly a dry solder. It's common in recording studios. We solder the connection. Oh, well, he did a head shake test, didn't he, just then? So,
Yeah.
and it went madman. So, but I mean, it was fine when he had the other microphone in, didn't it?
Yeah. I think it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's the computer.
No.
Fascinated now. Scratchy. I was hoping it would be, he needed to lick his pig. I love that. Tickles me, that does. All right, so we're coming up to an hour and 40 minutes. We'll be shutting it down soon to get me out of the way of so you can go and watch James's show.
Yeah.
Which is the Model Officer, which is the show's called Sunday Parade on the Model Officer channel. And then what time's yours on, Gary?
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Fabulous.
2 to 5 o'clock, so all afternoon.
Super duper.
You should make trailers that we can show in our commercial break.
You know what I could do? I could do, if you let me have the links, chaps, I can make a banner up for it, so I can pop it up like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not right now. But lots of things we could do. All right. So, speaking of which, the live shows that we do, this is the public one that we do. The other three are for beneficiaries, volunteers, and viewers of the Models Mess, friends of the charity, if you like. They are on Mondays and Wednesdays at 12, Fridays at 8 o'clock in the evening, and then this one here, Sunday, is 9 a.m. And this is the public one. Excuse me. Viewable by all and sundry. You lucky things.
Provided I can this early on.
Oh, next week I'm going to be ready. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Everything's going to be done. All the things I need to do to get the show running is going to be done. And I won't forget anything, including the people that are actually on the show.
Yeah. Because I was wondering where the link was this morning.
Well, you know where it was.
Yeah.
It didn't exist. You phoned me at 6 o'clock saying, right, you need this, you need that, you need that. You haven't done this yet, you haven't done that yet. It's ironic. I had the had the model all set up last night. Before I went to bed, I put the model out and got everything ready and made sure I had all the bits and pieces. And never mind. Never mind. Best laid plans.
Yeah.
So how you getting on then, Gary? Let's have a little look at what you got. What have you done today?
Oops, sorry. Take that mug of coffee a little bit. Got a small wee bit of detail work done on the horse. Oops. There. Fiddly wee bit of work there.
Cool. Can't really see it though because it's a bit pixely, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'll put pictures up later on.
Oh, yeah.
And I got one of the figures nearly finished.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, cool. He looks great.
Yeah. It's just a nice relaxing show where you take your time, no rush, no panic.
No.
Just laid back.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're not running it, you can just chill out there, can't you?
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's what we were just saying last night, we're going to take it in turns running it because it takes up more of your time running than you do actually doing model work. Yeah,
it does. I think that's right. I think that's one of the things that we found as well is that if you're running the show, you won't get much modeling done. Although I'm quite happy with what I've managed to get done today. Just a few things. But yeah, you're right. It's basically somebody who's not going to be modeling on the modeling show.
Yeah.
James is. I thought James was going to get ready for his show. He's messing around on here. Go on, that's off. He says as long as it's not itchy and scratchy, it's okay. I think he's talking about Keith's moustache. I think. There's a link. How to fix crackling and popping sounds on a Windows PC for Keith. There you go, mate. There's a link for you, buddy.
Well done. Thank you, Thomas.
There you go. If it just says step 1, lick your pig, I'll laugh.
Poor Keith.
It doesn't help that I'm actually scraping panel lines at the moment as well.
No, that's true. Well, saying that, trying to concentrate. I just read Thomas's comment. Hang on. well, I've forgotten what I was saying now. Saying that your crackling has gone momentarily, so we'll let you have the sound on. Okay. Scientists, Thomas says, have discovered the aurora borealis is seen when he scratches his patch. It's a magic moustache. And James laughs. It's wow, ready on a Sunday. Yeah, never. No, it's nothing to do with Sunday. I've got kids, so there's no difference in their days. You know, the eldest was up at 6:30 this morning, ready to go. And they got a cat as well, who demands feeding at all hours, especially the early ones. I'm quite used to getting up early on a Sunday for a model show as well. So that's the same with Steve and Keith too. Sunday morning drive to
I do
model show nearby.
Yeah. It's not so bad for us. We only have to be up early enough to complain because the link's not there.
Stop it. Oh, you're getting all cheeky, Steve.
Yeah.
I know.
Get all cheeky. James says it's the worst parade ever. Oh, no, worst padre ever.
Yeah.
Thomas says, James, worst padre ever. Why do I keep getting those two names mixed up? Right. Let's call it there then, Sheppies.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be back here on Sunday at 9 a.m. Thomas is in his pants. He's going to get dressed. That's information. Well, that's a lot of information all in one place.
Yeah, too much information.
We'll be back at 9 a.m. on Sunday for the show, and then Chaps on the Models Mess will be back tomorrow at 12. There's the timings up there, just in case you didn't see that. There's a slightly different schedule than before, and we'll see how that one goes. Right, I'm off. Cheerio, everyone. Be good.
Okay. Bye.
See you, Keith.
Bye, Malcolm.
See you.
See you, Gary. Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Bye. So I've got an outro, which is new. So you'll have to watch that. Cheers, guys.
Bye.